Dale.
Ujú. Hola, mi nombre es Joanna y soy la madre de Jordan. I'm going to speak English and I have Anabesca here and she will translate for me. Estoy aquí primeramente dándole gracias a todos los que están aquí para apoyarnos.
Today I'm here because I just want to be thankful for everybody that's here and it's part of this support for my son.
Y voy a hacerlo suficientemente fuerte como para decir estas palabras que quiero expresar.
And I'm going to try and be as strong as possible to say these following words.
Me siento bien indignada, me siento bien mal
I feel very, very bad
por esta situación que está pasando acerca de con mi hijo Jordan.
in regards to this situation that's going on with my son Jordan.
Yo he estado alejada y no he querido, no es que no he querido hablar, sí he querido hablar, pero esperaba que hoy está cumpliendo él 24 días de fallecido.
I have been wanting to speak on this, but I have just been waiting. Today is going on 24 days and we have no answers.
No hemos tenido ninguna respuesta. Me siento muy mal y creo que están siendo bien, no están siendo profesionales, no están haciendo un trabajo profesional.
They're not being professional about their work. Like I said, it's been 24 days and we haven't heard absolutely anything from anybody about what happened to my son.
El día que pasó lo que pasó, el 2 de marzo, alguien me llamó a las 7:33 de la noche.
The day that happened on March 2nd, I received a phone call. Somebody called me at 7:30 at night.
¿Ustedes creen que eso es justo que a las 7:33, cuando mi hijo le pasó lo que le pasó, a las 2 y algo de la tarde?
Do you guys think it's fair that they gave me a call at 7:30 at night when what happened to my son happened at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Ellos me llamaron y hablaron conmigo por teléfono.
They called me and they spoke to me over the phone.
Yo estaba manejando mientras esto pasaba.
I was driving while this was happening.
So, no entiendo nada, absolutamente, por qué están procediendo de esta manera.
I just don't understand and I can't seem to put my finger on it as to why it is that they're going about this way.
Yo quisiera justicia por Jordan ahora. No quiero esperar más tiempo de lo que ellos están haciendo.
We want justice for Jordan now. We don't want to keep waiting on anything else. We want justice for Jordan now.
Eso me da a mí pensar que están como preparando las cosas que ha pasado con él.
That gives me the impression that they're basically trying to cover up whatever it was that they did to him.
Hemos estado pidiendo para recoger la troca.
We've been trying to pick up his truck.
Ellos no nos dicen que todavía están haciendo investigaciones.
But they're basically saying that they're still working on it and they just won't hand the truck over.
Cuando nosotros estuvimos tratando la manera de ver el caso, porque ellos me llamaron y me dijeron que para que yo fuera y chequeara a ver si era Jordan.
¿Cómo fue, Mom?
Que ellos me llamaron para que yo fuera a reconocer el cuerpo de Jordan.
They called me so that I can come and identify Jordan's body.
Luego después yo pienso que es un juego, porque al otro día me dicen, no necesitas venir porque ya sabemos que es Jordan.
I thought it was a game at first because, you know, they gave me a call and told me, like, we don't need you to come anymore because we basically identified him ourselves.
¿Ustedes no creen que ellos ya lo sabían? Porque ellos tenían su licencia, entonces ¿para qué juegan conmigo de esa manera?
Don't you guys think that they already knew that it was him? Why would they give me a call and play like that? They had his ID. They knew that it was him.
Y como si fuera poco, cuando están hablando conmigo, la expresión que quieren ellos, que yo esté riéndome o pausada cuando ellos me están dando la noticia.
And on top of that, as they're giving me the news, they're expecting me to just be calm or just be quiet and just pay attention to what they're listening. Yet they're sitting here telling me what happened to my son.
Ellos me decían, no te tienes que poner así porque si tú sigues así, no te vamos a decir qué es lo que está pasando.
They basically told me that if I don't stop crying and I stop acting the way I'm acting, that they're not going to tell me what happened.
Eso sigo diciendo que son que no son profesionales.
I just keep telling myself they're just not professional. That's not the way things go, and we want justice for Jordan.
Él, lo siento, él no es un animal y creo que los animales lo hubieran tratado mejor que la forma en que ellos están tratando este caso.
My son is not an animal, and honestly, I believe that an animal would have treated my son better than the cops are doing at the moment.
So, vuelvo a repetir, yo necesito justicia por Jordan, pero ya.
And I repeat once again, we need justice for Jordan now. I need justice for Jordan now.
Gracias por este momento y en otro momento quizás pueda decir algo más.
Thank you so much for you guys' time, and hopefully at another moment I'll be able to speak more on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Justice for Jordan. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next.
Gracias.
Hello, I'm Cheyenne. Jordan and I share a child together. Okay, do I need to start over?
Yes, please do.
Hello, I'm Cheyenne Kelly. Me and Jordan share a child together. Right now, I will be his voice because right now the police tried to silence him, and with me here, I will be his voice, and they will not be able to silence me. The things that they have told us about Jordan do not match up at all with what we were able to finally see when we were able to see him. They gave us multiple different stories of what happened. They gave us multiple different numbers to people to contact that didn't work. They just gave us the runaround this whole case. Also, we were not able to see him. They were telling us that Jordan used his left hand and on the left side of his head. We, as his friends and family, know that Jordan is not left-handed. He's not. There, we knew there was foul play involved. So we dug deeper and we were able to come up and see that that was a lie. So detectives literally came to his mother's home and told her a lie and thought that they were able to sweep that under the rug. None of the body cam footage that they tried to show us matched up with none of the scanners that we heard. The timing was off. The videos were not played all the way through. The entry wound of his wound does not match up with a suicide placement, I guess you could say. It was not at his temple. It was actually above his ear. He could not, I don't think he would be able to even, that's not something he would do. So I do believe that there was foul play with that. They never caught shots fired in none of the body cam or scanners we heard. So they also kept saying that we believe Jordan shot himself. It's not really sure. They're not really accurate with that. So again, they're just telling us what they want us to hear. So we need help with getting footage. We need help with getting the truck. We need help with getting GE cameras. We need help with people who are bystanders who actually probably seen something. If they can come forward and show us things. We need to know where the truck is, the camera footage, the GE footage. We need to know everything. We just ask that the police be transparent. We want to know why was even Kentucky State Police after him, and things that they are saying did not match up with anything that is on his warrant list either. They are saying that he is wanted for stuff that is not showing up or popping up whatsoever. So, I don't know. We just need transparency for justice. And we will do whatever it takes to get that.
Have you been able to find an attorney to take over the case?
No, we have not been able to find any help. Everyone has been turning us down because they see his background or they see that it is suicide and they see that it is police involved. They turn us down immediately, but they don't know the evidence that we have. They don't know the pictures and proof we have. They don't know that the scanners and body cams the times do not match up with what they're trying to make us believe. I honestly believe that the body cam they did try to show us is staged. And if we could get someone to help us fight for that, we could actually prove that.
All right, my name is Cheyenne Oswella. There's a lot of things in this case that don't add up. A lot of it is extremely disturbing. I'm not going to go too much into details. I will say, I want to reiterate again, they were shown one body cam video that showed them basically nothing. The police have not been transparent with them. They have not been given any answers to any of the questions that they've asked. Had this been just a regular suicide, I can't wrap my mind around how they have kept everything so secretive. Why not come right away and knock on the door and say, this is what happened. I'm so sorry for your loss. Here's all his stuff. Here's his truck, you know, and explain everything that happened. But they didn't do that. But I'm here really mainly to talk about the police chase that ended in Jordan's life coming to an end. So on April 24, 2020, the governor signed HB 298. The bill addressed policies and procedures for police vehicle pursuits and training in emergency vehicle operation. As part of this legislation, each law enforcement agency within the Commonwealth is required to adopt, implement, enforce, and maintain written policies that establish standards and procedures for the vehicular pursuit of any potential for harm or potential danger to others if the fleeing individual evades or escapes immediate custody. 2. The seriousness of the offense committed or believed to be committed by the fleeing individual or individuals prior to the officer activating emergency equipment. 3. If the officer has a reasonable and articulable suspicion that the driver or an occupant of the vehicle in which they are fleeing represent a clear and present danger to the public safety. 4. Safety factors that pose a risk to peace officers, other motorists, pedestrians, or other third parties. 5. Vehicular or pedestrian traffic safety and volume. 6. Weather and vehicle conditions. 7. Potential speeds of the pursuit. And 8. Consideration of whether the identity of an offender is known and could be apprehended at a later time. Jordan did not fall under any of these categories at the time of the police chase. In fact, the officer that was watching him had ample opportunity and time to arrest him or make a decision to arrest him before he got into his car and got onto the road. The officers on this run already had it made up that they wanted to take Jordan on a chase. This was not only careless, but it was against their policy, and it costed a life. That's all.
Is there anybody else going to speak? Dee?
As I go on Jordan's Facebook account and I see him with his daughter, and I see pictures with him and his kids, and for them to say that it was a suicide, when all these pictures that I see, his daughters gave him hope. As y'all know, I got 2 beautiful daughters, and I don't been suicidal. My babies have kept me for not killing myself. But I'm gonna take a little journey through what I heard on the scanner that don't sit right with my soul. Y'all heard what Shah said. Y'all heard what Jordan Shah said. But one thing that don't sit with my soul through this whole scanner is that through the police chase, and everybody knows that it doesn't match up with the body cam and everything. But I heard an officer say, light him up. And they said, go ahead. That's what don't sit right with my soul in this whole situation. So we are asking for the tapes. We are asking for justice for Jordan. That's all I got to say.
So the family of Jordan Griffith is here with a group of folks supporting them, asking for the release of the tapes. And
say his name!
Jordan!
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 We want justice!
Jordan!
We want justice!
For 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 Jordan!
Can you show us your pictures? Get a little bit closer. A little bit. There you go. So the family of Jordan Griffith speaking pretty much for the first time. We've heard from his mom in complete appeal for the release of the body cameras and any other video footage that has been taken of his death. The statement was made that they don't believe that he suicided, that everything in his Facebook and his attitude indicated that he was in a good frame of mind. This is what the family is telling us, and that they don't see any reason why he would have suicided. So they are planning a short march in the cold. I have to leave, but it will be live streamed as they go. Cheyenne Oswala is probably going to be live. Dee Garrett is probably going to be live. Maxwell Mitchell is probably going to be live. And they're getting lined up to do their march right now. I have a mercy mission to go on tonight, so I'm not going to be able to stay or march with them, but just so you know, Jordan Griffith's family is asking for release of the tapes.
Say his name! Say his name! Jordan Griffith!
Jordan Griffith! Jordan Griffith!
Be safe, everybody.